It's Brian, and today I'm bringing you a video about what you need um, if you want to start producing, making music, making beats, doing even like podcasting and all that other stuff. This is going to be a quick video showing what I have and what I use. Everyone has their own methods and their own ways, of course, but this is just what I personally use. So kick back, enjoy the video, and subscribe. You'll need obviously is a computer to input all of your data into, store it into, mix it, and manipulate it. I am using the 2017 MacBook Pro Space Gray. I'm recording on it right now, so I will insert a picture right here. So you could use, I mean, there's obviously the debate Mac versus PC. I personally like my Mac because I use Logic Pro. It's just what I learned on. I've used Cubase, FL Studio. I've used everything except Ableton. I find that Logic just works best for my workflow. We'll get into DAWs in a minute though. So I use a Mac, although PCs do great things these days. You know, Windows 10 has really helped a lot. I moved to Mac when my PC was still on Windows 7 and it was not really that user-friendly for me for the workflow that I wanted. So we're going to avoid the Mac versus PC debate for this video. That's just what I personally use. Next thing you're going to need, in my opinion, one of the most important part is speakers or headphones. I have a pair of simple Samson speakers, of like these little things that I got at Sam Ash actually when I needed them in a pinch, and honestly they work fine for me. They have pretty good response. They have a pretty flat response, which is what I prefer when I mix anyways. I like a pretty flat response. And I think they were $100, maybe like between $70 and $100 for the both of them. So, you know, something like this, just anything that's not your computer speakers and something above Walmart speakers. Somewhere in the middle. So I would look for that. Also an important one if you have roommates or you're mixing at night and you don't want to bother your neighbors. Headphones. These are the Sennheiser HD280 Pros. I've had these for about 5 or 6 years now. I've been using Sennheiser headphones, and I've had these for about 5 years, and they're still kicking. They're an amazing pair. They're closed off, they're closed ear, which means when you put them on, this cups, and if I'm screaming, I'm sorry. This cups your entire ear, which is good for to prevent sound escaping when you're using a mic, hooking up a guitar, or recording any other audio. And they are also noise canceling headphones. Not 100% noise canceling. They are advertised as noise canceling, but they're not 100% noise canceling, but they definitely deafen a lot of noise. If you're recording audio, it will not get picked up. So that's what's important, really. And they're good for basically isolating everything out and it really creates a good focus. I would always recommend noise canceling headphones, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of audio. I will not recommend Beats for mixing. I know a lot of people do it. A lot of people use them. Tracks come out fine. Personally, the bass, I have a pair of Beats. I don't know if you can see them over there, but I use it. It's for casual listening. I don't like them for mixing because the bass is too high. I personally like a good flat response because to me that sounds more authentic, and then I could alter things in the most true way possible. But again, personal preference. Moving on. This comes in handy. This is an audio interface. This is the Scarlett, the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. This is a relatively inexpensive one, but it does the job. It has really good preamps. It has really good output quality, so I really do recommend this one. 2 XLR ports right there, 1/4-inch jack right there. You have phantom power for your microphone recording needs, and I got this one in a bundle that came with a microphone, which you also need if you're recording audio. The quality of this microphone is hit or miss. It's a good beginner microphone. This is basically going to intake all your audio and output all your audio at a higher quality than the preamps that are in your built-in output from your computer. So most of these are USB. So you see here, it's got a USB port. It's got 2 line outputs for studio monitors. So it's got some switches so you could, control the input quality and output qualities. It's got monitoring. It's got levels for each input. It's great. I've been using this for about 4 years now, and it's still trucking. You can see it's definitely got some, seen some love. It's seen some attention. So definitely. And if you get this in that same bundle, I believe it also comes with Cubase 6 or 7. I think we're on Cubase 10. So I think when I got it 4 years ago, they were on Cubase 8. So it came with Cubase LE 8. And most audio interfaces, most pieces of equipment overall actually do come with software, but we'll get into that again in a minute. About audio, I want to bring in this and these. What are these, you're asking? These are adapters for you to plug a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack thingy into there, so you could plug it into an audio interface. This is a splitter, so you could basically go like this, plug it into your interface. Let's say you wanted to plug in, you know, some monitors and some speakers and a couple different things. This is an ineffective way for you to do that. You plug this into your audio interface. You put this in there, and then if I had a third one, you put the third one in there. You put the third one in there, and you would hook up like headphones, and that's good for more DJ stuff and more recording. That's just extra things to have. Just wanted to get that out of the way before I left audio. The thing you're going to need is a MIDI controller, as I just smacked it against something. This is the Alesis V25. This is relatively inexpensive. I think it was $89, I believe. So yeah, and it's actually a pretty good quality one. Where am I? It comes with these little drum pads here, which aren't that precise, but for $89, I'm not going to complain. 25 keys, as the name suggests, modulation wheels, pitch wheels, preset buttons all over here. It's got some modulation knobs. Pretty good controller. We are in a very good space right now where MIDI controllers are very inexpensive. You could find them for your iPhone and iPads now. So this is what you're going to need if you plan on doing a lot of MIDI work, if you don't want to sit there and draw notes in individually, which you can do. Of course, people do it, you know, it's whatever. I like the control of actually playing piano or actually playing the notes, and that's just, again, me personally. And it gives you more versatility. It's more musical for me personally. Like I said, you can pick this up for $89. You could get 61 keys. You could get 49 keys. You could get like huge, massive, you know, the chord ones. Native Instruments makes them, like the big fancy ones. You could get synthesizers, whatever. This one is USB powered. There are some that come with XLR ports for a higher quality signal. I've never had a problem with USB ports, with USB signals though. Never had a problem. They give good enough quality. Except when they stop working, which keyboards have done on me a couple times. Another controller you might want to look at is this. This is a turntable controller for DJing. This is only really necessary if you plan on performing live and actual DJing, which I do plan on doing this year, so that's why I got this. I haven't touched one of these in forever, so I wanted to get a very inexpensive one. It was like $120, $100 something dollars, so it's pretty inexpensive for a DJ deck, for a controller anyways. I decided to get one of these to practice on, so when I go live again, I don't look like a complete buffoon. But this is going to, again, also come with software, and the Alesis did come with Ableton, but I've never touched Ableton, so that code is in the garbage. But basically, this comes with a version of Virtual DJ, which is optimized for, you could use it with any DJ software you want, you just have to, you know, remap everything. But this comes with a version of Virtual DJ, and it's just to control your DJ software, you know, mixers, faders, control knobs, mix knobs, all that fun accoutrement of stuff. Externally, that's pretty much all you would need, and some of the things are optional. So I want to break it down because you're probably thinking, wow, that could get very expensive. I accumulate things over time. I rarely go with music equipment. I'll go like one thing a year usually, unless I really need something. So it seems scary, but you don't need to get everything at once. You could build your stuff up as you go, of course. A lot of people do overlook is getting one of these. This is an external hard drive. Computers fail, they crash, they get viruses. I mean, people say Macs don't get viruses. I don't like to play those odds, so get yourself an external hard drive and back up to it frequently. I'd say once a week if you're doing serious work. I'd say once every single day, usually at the end of the day. I would back up to one of these. This is 1 terabyte. Had it for 4 years, and it has never been full. It has never run out of storage on me. Music files don't take up a lot of space. So definitely invest in a 1 terabyte external hard drive. Nowadays, I have 1 terabyte SSDs, external SSDs. So I would go for an SSD. The SSDs can get very expensive though. So work within your budget. On to the internal things, softwares and all that stuff. Like I said, I run off of Logic Pro X. Maybe one day I'll do a Logic tutorial for beginners. I've been using it for, I learned on it in school back in 2011. So, accumulatively, 8 years now. So, I'm very comfortable with it. It fits well with my workflow personally. It's great for MIDI and audio. If you're looking for mostly MIDI and mostly electronic, Ableton is amazing, especially if you do want to start doing live. I would go with Ableton. I don't have personal experience with it, but a lot of my friends do. Cubase is great as well. Cubase is one of the OGs. They've been doing it forever, so I mean, can't go wrong with Cubase. Workflow is very similar to Logic. I just personally like Logic better. A lot of it is personal preference. You know what I mean? Like, there is no right or wrong DAW. Everybody has their own workflow and has their own preferences. You make amazing tracks in whichever software you use. It's just about learning it. It's another instrument. In terms of synths, I use Serum, Massive, and Alchemy, which is an exclusive to Logic, and it makes amazing pad sounds. Amazing pads. So Serum, Massive, and Alchemy. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this quick, low quality video of what you need to start producing and making your own music. The music you're hearing in the background right now is from my brand new EP called In My Head. It is available through Bandcamp. I'm getting it up on Spotify soon, but for now it's available exclusively through Bandcamp. You could stream each track twice before you have to buy it. Those are the parameters I set on it. And each song, it goes for it's $1 per song, or it's $7 for the entire 5-track album. So definitely give that a check, give that a listen. The lead single, Let Go, is up on my channel right now. I'll put a link to that in my description, and I'll put a link obviously to the whole album in my description as well, along with my SoundCloud, which I post a lot of the demos for these tracks on SoundCloud. So thank you for checking out the video. Thank you for checking out my album and my work, and I'll see you in the next one.